quickly to the full exhaust check.
Left Alive tells the story of 3 different main characters during the Devastation invasion set in war-torn Nova Slava in the year 2127, who must try to escape the city where battles are being fought by battle mechs called Wanzers. The first character is Mikael, a young Wanzer pilot who's the only one left standing of his comrades. The second is Olga, an ex-soldier turned police officer because of her particular incident and gets caught up by the war as she visits the slums when she investigates a case. The third is Leonid, a presumably dead man who escaped the prison after being wrongfully accused of a crime. He now sets out to discover the truth to prove his innocence. Left Alive is best described as a Metal Gear clone with added gameplay elements from more action-packed games and taking some from the more stealthy genres.
The enemy is approaching.
Missions can be completed by either stealth, brute force, or a combination of both. Shooting your way through levels is not always possible though, because of the limited supplies found throughout the levels. The game tries to find its balance by letting the player choose between sneaking around and carefully getting enough supplies and battling with the numerous weapons and mechs that can be found. Fast enough you will find out that even on the lower difficulties, you will have a hard time completing the main storyline missions. Especially on your first run, even when you're not trying to complete the side missions, which consist of helping fellow survivors reach a pre-designated extraction point. The player can influence his story path and dialogues and choosing to save survivors. Although you don't really get the vibe that these choices have a large impact on the progress of the game story.
The enemy is approaching.
The story itself, through its cutscenes and in-game storytelling, wasn't that great of a deal to keep it in our memory for a long period of time. In a nutshell, Left Alive is a game with reasonable graphics which are a bit outdated for the current consoles. Gameplay which starts to be repetitive after around 10 plus hours and small replay value where you can try and complete the game on its higher difficulty modes. And going for the collectibles and survivor rescue side missions. To sum it up and give it a rate, we give this game 7 out of 10.